Hello, campaigners. John Bose here, Democratic State Committee person for the Plymouth and Norfolk Senate District, Outreach Coordinator for the Plymouth County Democratic League. You know it as the PCDL. It's going to be a busy election season coming up. The primary on September 6th is just around the corner, with the general election quickly following on November 8th. In the build-up to the election, the PCDL is starting a new initiative for Democratic town committees and city committees. It's called the Grassroots Committee Action Project. It's a voter outreach project that any city or town committee can quickly do. It's built around the idea of monthly civic engagement events and using our DTC members and local activists to reach out to voters, Democrats of course, who maybe don't always get involved with our campaigns. The core organizing principle is having members and activists volunteer to reach out to 50 Democrats that live in their neighborhood and invite them to these civic engagement events. Volunteers can do the outreach however they feel comfortable. They can call their neighbors up, invite them to the event, send them a text or an email, even write them a letter and invite them that way. Or they can take the invitation and drop it off at the neighbor's door. The GCA project is strategically designed to be a low-maintenance, minimal-effort project that will promote our Democratic candidates, develop a communications network with these new voters that we don't normally get involved with, and engage DTC and activists in this effort. And we do hope that you'll join the PCDL in doing this project. Let me get into some of the details for you. First thing I want to tell you is where the idea came from. Huge props and credit to the Hanover Democratic Town Committee and its chair, Emmanuel Doctor. Whilst brainstorming on how they were going to increase their membership, they came up with the idea of hosting civic engagement events that would increase the town committee's profile in the town and create a positive image of what Democrats are doing. Now, they've been doing this for over a year, hosting a civic engagement event per month and steadily increasing their membership, expanding their base with energetic young Democrats that are excited to work on campaigns. I saw this idea and took it over to Marshfield and combined it with a neighbor-to-neighbor outreach plan I've been working on. I recruited 30 volunteers from our membership to help me do the outreach to Democrats in Marshfield. We hit over 1,500 Democratic household doors, and we got 80 people to show up for a signature drive at the public library on a Saturday. More than half those people we had never seen before, and they were excited to be involved with Democratic politics. Now we want to take this idea and roll it out countywide with a project called the GCA. The first civic engagement event we're going to do is the Neighbor Helping Neighbor donation drive. In August, we're going to do a school supply drive on August 27th. And what we're asking town committees and city committees to do is get a table and a tent and a public space. A couple of volunteers to man the tables between 10 and 2 so you can collect the donations. Now, before the event, we're going to ask you to do outreach, so you'll need to recruit members to help. Anyone who signs up, we will get a list of 50 Democrats that live in their neighborhood, and once again, they can do the outreach however they want. We're going to provide customized literature based on your town that on one side will include the invitation to your event, and on the flip side will be a complete list of all the Democratic candidates running for office. Your town committee does the outreach. The Neighbor Helping Neighbor donation drive makes a great positive first impression with voters, and will get a lot of voters engaged with the election process. We all know that a lot of voters are still feeling uncomfortable with in-person events, and a lot of them prefer to engage in conversations rather than actions. That's why the PCDL is offering a second event called the Banned Book Club. This is a social civic engagement event with conversations that raises awareness about books and authors that have been targeted for censorship by the Republican Party in other states. Voters can attend one of the 4 meetings in person or virtually that meet on a monthly basis. The PCDL is creating a list of 10 of these books and putting it into a poll. We're asking voters to vote for their favorite. The top 3 vote getters will be the topics of one of the 4 meetings. The first meeting in the series is the kickoff meeting on August 24th, where we will announce the winners. Now, those winners will become the topics of the next 3 meetings. If your DTC is interested in joint hosting one of these 4 meetings, please reach out to our team. Now, this banned book club will also appear on the invitation that's customized for your Democratic Town Committee, along with the Neighbor Helping Neighbor Now, there's one last civic engagement event that the PCDL will be offering called the Democrat Action Hub. This is for voters that are energized by the activities going on at the national level and are ready to take action. The civic engagement event has 3 different flavors. We have a weekly live stream, a bi-weekly national pizza party phone bank, and a monthly postcard party. The live stream is hosted by Chairman O'Toole and myself with special guest hosts each week. It's a half-hour show every Thursday night at 9 p.m. We start off by listing all the campaign activity that you can do over the weekend and the coming week beyond. We go back and review social media content that we think you should be sharing in your network to help promote candidates and our issues. We finish the show with a list of national activities individuals can do to have positive impact on battleground state races. The PCDL is also hosting monthly postcard parties. These are great social events for voters that are looking to take the first steps and get their feet wet in political activism. The PCDL is hosting these events every first Friday of the month. Local activists get together at a coffee shop, talk about what's happening in Democratic politics, and fill out what are basically Dear Friend cards for voters in battleground states. PCDL will take care of everything else. The last civic engagement event in the Democrat Action Hub is the National Pizza Party Phone Bank. This is for volunteers that are feeling a bit adventurism in their activism and want to really make a difference. The PCDL will provide the pizza, the volunteers make the phone calls. Volunteers will be calling to support Democratic campaigns in battleground states. Now, these 2 last activities, we are going to be looking for city and town committees to co-host with us. If you are interested in one of these events, please reach out to the team and we'd love to sign you up. Now, in addition to the outreach your town committee is doing, the PCDL is going to be doing a massive social media and email campaign to get new voters into the system. As we recruit new volunteers, we will make sure to forward the contact information for any activist that's in your town to you. Now, that's it. High-level overview of the GCA project. Got it done in under 5 minutes. Now, there's a lot more detail to this, and if you'll come to our organizational meeting, we're going to provide you with that. But between now and then, I've got 3 things that we need from you. Number 1, we need a commitment from your town committee to host a donation drive on August 27th for back-to-school supplies. Number 2, we need you to talk to your members and get people to volunteer to do some outreach in their neighborhoods. We'll provide the list of all the Democrats. They just make the phone call and invite them to the actual event. And the third thing is that we want you to recruit your best volunteers and, well, your worst volunteers and have them come to the organizational meeting. More details to follow in that. Now, a team member's either already contacted you or will be contacting you shortly. If you could please just click on the link below and fill out the form, tell us what you're willing to do, how you can help, we'd appreciate it. This is John Bowes. I'll see you on the campaign trail.